Hi, my name is Dr. Mark B. Hubble, and this is your Monday morning mini message. Today I have a special treat. This is a childhood friend of mine. His name is Bryan Aspey. He's a professional guitarist. He's won numerous guitar competitions, and he was even teaching guitar lessons out in Hollywood, California. Now, when somebody is so exceptional and talented at what they do, I'm always wanting to know their secret, like what is the source of their motivation. So, Bryan, thank you first of all for allowing me to do this interview. And what was the original source of your inspiration to play guitar?
Well, thank you, Mark. So my first initial inspiration was MTV, basically. Seeing,
yeah, me too. Yeah. MTV in the 80s.
Yep, MTV in the 80s. So all the cool rock guys doing their thing. So Guns N' Roses was a big one for me. Those videos took off.
Was it the opening riff of Sweet Child of Mine
that
kind of got you hooked?
Yeah.
Because that was me too. Yeah. I was like, I really wish I could play the guitar like that. So opening riff, Sweet Child of Mine / go ahead, Bryan.
Yeah, that was the one. So I remember trying to play that riff actually, and just struggling to play the chords, and not even being able to approach playing that melody part. But now I can play it.
So when did you get your first guitar, and how did you come across that?
Yeah, so my first guitar, my grandma gave that to me actually. She saw me take an interest in music and watching music videos, and she said, Bryan, I've got this guitar in my closet. She actually had fished it out of the trash. Somebody was throwing this thing away, and she took it, and she said, she kept it just in case. And she said, Bryan, how would you like to play guitar? She saw me watching these guys playing guitar on TV, and I said, I would love that, Grandma. And she said, all right, well, let's take the guitar down to the music store, get it strung up, and we'll get you a book to start learning. So that was the beginning.
And Bryan took it to a different level, because some of us, we try to have fun with it. We try to play a couple chords, and then it's like, oh, I'm really not that good, so I don't want to keep going. But Bryan had this passion, and he had this drive. And I remember me and some of my friends would go over to visit his house, and his whole room was set up like a music studio, and he would just be practicing all the time, and he would take requests. He could play by ear, whatever we wanted him to play, he would play, and it just amazed us. So what is the source of your motivation, Bryan? What kept you driven all those years to do what you love?
As I progressed and got better with guitar, I kept discovering more and more music that inspired me more and more, so I just kept digging, listening, and as my guitar playing improved, my taste, I would say, improved as well, or my interest in exploring more, just listening to more, and the more I listened to, the more inspired I got, just from all kinds of music around the world. Eventually, my neighbor pushed me to consider trying the jazz band in high school, and at that point, I was a rocker still, and jazz was like very foreign to me, and I thought, hey, would it be a chance to play guitar during school? So, why not give it a shot? And I went in and I was trying to play my rock chords over these jazz tunes, and it didn't sound too great at first, but I would go back to my guitar teacher in the evening, and he would kind of show me what I was supposed to be doing and start applying that. So that's how I started broadening my horizons a little bit during school. You encounter people along the way that kind of push you in directions you might not have gone in, kind of encourage you to explore other avenues.
So you dove deeper
Yes.
into the music, and I think that's a good segue point for what I want to talk about, is how we can discover something and then we want to know even more and even more and even more. When I came to the Lord, I discovered the Word of God, and I wanted to know more and more and more. So I started taking classes. I got multiple degrees, and eventually I felt like I had dove so deep in the Word that I could recite it on command almost. And Bryan is such an amazing guitar player. I saw the set list he was playing tonight, and there was probably 15 to 20 songs on that list, and I would say he might know 1,000 songs. So I dove deeper, he dove deeper, and he would play like Spanish flamenco guitar, and it just seemed like something that was so beyond someone of his age that I still was in awe of how talented he was. Now, when it comes to others, in the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10, it said we should use our gift to serve others. So what does it feel like when you're playing in front of a group and you can see that your music has really touched them in some way?
Fantastic. To me, that's what it's all about. Just sharing the music. You can't keep it to yourself. You have to put it out there. And but my feeling when I play in the environment we're enjoying tonight, I kind of think of it like this composer Eric Satie worded it like his music was like musical wallpaper. So it's the kind of music where if someone wants to pay attention to it, there's intricacies and interesting things going on. But if they don't want to, it's just a nice little sound in the background, and it's enhancing the mood and the environment. And that's what I feel like this kind of situation is tonight. Whether or not people want to focus on it or that it's just enhancing their evening, I just love sharing it with people and hopefully exposing people to some music that has touched me that they may not have encountered before. So just trying to work in a little bit of everything.
So in your service to others in an effort to give back, I can relate because I speak in front of groups all the time, and it doesn't matter if it's a group of 4 people, 400 people, or 4,000 people.
Yeah.
I enjoy what I do. God put the passion in my heart, and I want to follow that lead anytime.
Yeah.
And I know some of you out there, you might have been going through something difficult in your life, and music was something that was able to help you get through that tough time, to get through that depression or that anger, or maybe you just needed to pick me up for that day and you popped in your favorite song and it just made you feel so much more energetic and so much more inspired throughout the day. That's the gift of music. And Bryan is giving us that gift of music, and it's so wonderful to be able to reconnect with my friend who I haven't seen in about 25 years. And I guarantee you're going to see way more of Bryan Aspey here coming up. And like he said, this venue that he's in right now, it's just something that he provides, that background atmosphere of warmth. I guess that's the best way to say it.
That's a great way to put it.
Warmth.
Yeah.
And it fills my heart and it fills my soul to see you. So thank you once again for agreeing to do this interview for my mini message. And if there's anything else that you'd like to say before we close out, please go ahead.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, and for everything that you do. And I would just say, enjoy music, explore music, let it enrich your life.
Thank you for sharing this time with us. Take care, and God bless. Give him a wave, Bryan. All right. Thank you very much, man.
Absolutely.